Hello. For sample of the week, I wanted to do an electric piano, but I couldn't pick which one, and it then kind of led me to the debate which is the best one to use. And so before us, we have a selection of free and a couple of paid electric pianos to really compare them and see which is the best one, which one do we like, which one is ultimately going to be our sample of the week. We've got everything from a couple in labs. We have Sign Factory recently came out with their electric piano, which is actually a good side-by-side comparison to their paid ones in the LA sessions. And then we have the Scarborough Mark 1, which comes with, if you ever buy one of their complete keyboards or any of their packages, it's a great little product. And then we have, of course, our classic Logic Pro X electric piano. The first thing you ever seem to open up when it becomes an VST. At least it was for me. It was always the electric piano that came up, and I've used it many a times. So let's jump in. Let's start off, I think, with the actual classic electric piano in Logic. Why not? This is what we open up. This is what we see. And let's have a little quick play. Let's see how it sounds and go from there. We'll just fiddle our way through a couple of these. Now this just brings back a bit of nostalgia for me because in the beginning I used this a lot. And it's velocity sensitive, as we heard there. And we can add volume, we can boost the bass, we can add more tremolo, make it more intense. Nice stereo effect there. Or even automate that with a CC controller. Add a phaser. Make it a bit more muddy. More treble heavy. And that's tripping me out a bit there. I love it. I love the sound. So much nostalgia behind it. And this is free with Logic. Details, you can tune it more and you can do a lot to it, and it's actually a really nice user interface, really nice, especially for Logic. So there's the classic electric piano. Now let's jump right into another free one, the one that comes with Labs electric piano. We have a couple different things with this as well. You have the chorus and the DI. We're just going to start off with the DI. We have no velocity sensitivity. Oh, we do. And we have a reverb control, tightness, and variation. Okay, I'm going to put that up to about midway there. We're going to put a nice little bit of reverb on there. Let's have a play. Definitely getting vintage vibes there. I really wish there was a tremolo on this. Not as tricked out as the Logic one, it would seem. But it does have the inbuilt reverb. We turn the variation off. Am I shoddy playing? Lovely reverb, very nostalgia-esque, but nice and raw if that's what you want. And it is velocity sensitive. Or for more of an effect, you can use your dynamic fader as well. I think I like having that sat in the middle. So that is that as well. So that's those two samples. Moving on, we're actually moving still within labs to actually the Wurlitzer, because it is an electric piano. And if you actually look at the electric pianos that come with Sign Factory, it's a Wurlitzer and a Rode. I'm going to double check that right now. So we have the Wurlitzer already loaded. Scroll back down and it's a Rhodes. Yeah. So that's the two electric pianos that come with that. So quickly, we're just going to jump into these then and see how they sound. So we're just going to go for the DI. We're not going to... Oh, there was the chorus pad as well, but we'll skip over that. There's a lot to go with. Let's start with the soft DI and put that probably about mid. We can reverb, tightness, and variation, about 50% that. Put a little bit of reverb. Come on, we will have a little bit of reverb. And actually make sure we select the correct instrument. Let's have a test. Very soft. So definitely worth playing with these different knobs. Getting a bit of almost tape-like. So that's the soft. Let's go into just the DI. It is velocity sensitive, which we all know I love. Doesn't seem to be an in-between. A couple of round robin ones, or I guess dynamic layers, but struggling to get that in-between to make it smooth. Do have our reverb. I think I prefer the soft one there, but it's a bit... the two samples are a bit clashy between the loud and the quiet. That's that Wurlitzer. Moving on to now what's just been released. Sign Factory have come out with this, Orchestral Tools. They have their Wurlitzer and their Rhodes. So there's just one mix, 2 round robin, 2 round robins, 2 dynamic layers. Let's perform this and see how it sounds. Add a reverb, that'll make it smush a bit nicer. But I do want to do quite literally a direct comparison. So that's the Wurlitzer, that's free. The Wurlitzer you pay for. Now this is $22, I believe. I will double check that right at the end. And this comes with the LA Sessions. And it's one of their electric pianos out of the two. What we do have here is several different mixes. We also have sustains no vibrato and sustains vibrato, as well as some shorts. And we can see here there is a lot of different mic positions to actually play with. My favorite being the side. Let's just play it out the box. And this is the Wurlitzer. So already noticing a huge difference between the free and paid. Let's go to the no vibrato. And one of my favorite, I think, is the sides. Really has this really nice stereo effect. Let's put it closer. Surround. Bit of amp. Get rid of some of these. So you can see the mic positions make a huge difference. And this is, as I said, €22. So if you want to upgrade from the Sound Factory version, there's that. I'm only doing this as a comparison. It's not going to win Sample of the Week because it's a paid one and we always do a free sample. But just to show you the difference between the free one and the not so free one. Let's have a quick play of the free one again. Not as soft. A little bit more raw. So let's now set up the second one you get with it, the Rhodes, or I guess the first one. And I'm going to quickly do the exact same thing so we can do an exact comparison, a quick comparison between the two here. And again, we'll have all those different mic positions, which is really nice. So let's move that out of the way and focus entirely on our free one. So this is the Rhodes. One mix, no reverb, couple of round robins, 2 dynamic layers. More like our electric piano we get with Logic and the Labs one. Velocity sensitive. Very nice even sound, not too bassy. It's a very nice mix actually. Some can be quite overpowering. I know even Logic Zone or the paid one we're going to get onto, the Scarborough something from Native Instruments. That's really quite bassy and can be very overpowering. But this I feel will work really nicely within a mix. Right, let's compare it with what you get with LA Sessions one-on-one. Let's make sure we've selected the right one. Yep, we are definitely on it. So sustains picked and short. We'll go to our mixes to start with our sustains. Or bell-like. You can definitely hear that room. I'm going to put the sides on because this is obviously my favorite mic. Sustains picked. Amped. Very nice mechanical sound there. Shorts for arpeggios. They can be useful. Obviously, there's all the other mic positions as well to kind of mess around with. Let's make a completely different mix, just so you can have a look. And then do an exact comparison back with Sound Factory. Closer, it's probably DI, not as fancy, but still very beautiful and very nice. And there is an obvious difference between the paid and unpaid, which is nice to see. Sometimes there's a closer difference, which I really don't like, but the fact that there is an obvious difference is nice to see. So, moving very swiftly on to our final one we're going to be looking at. This is just to really tie it all together. It's the Scarborough Mark I. Now, this is about £59. You can get it free when you buy one of the Native Instruments keyboards or one of the bigger packages, so it's not hard to get this one. I wouldn't say for free, but for less than actually buying it outright. And there is a couple of different presets, actually. I should mention that as well. My favorite one is specifically the Scarborough Mark I. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I'm really good at butchering names. There's a couple different presets, but I'm not using this to promote this one exactly. I'm using this to really show a comparison between the paid and unpaid, and is there really much of a difference? Because we're going to flick from this one back to Logic Zone, and you're going to see quite a little difference. Dreamlike, And you can control the tremolo, the reverb. There's a nice amount of controls here. But let's go right back into Logic Zone right here. Boost the bass. And go back to the Scarberry one. How much difference are you noticing there? One is £59, one comes free with Logic. How much difference is there? And I think I'm going to say this before even the end of the video. I think I know exactly who's won this, and this is Logic's. It's nostalgic, it's beautiful. Sample of the week has to go to classic electric piano within Logic. And I think people throw this to the side, especially, as I said, at least for me, it was the first one that when I right-click and go new instrument, automatically loads, was the classic electric piano. It's a classic. And some people may say it's even, it's overused, this, that, and the other. It's gorgeous. If you want an electric piano, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We've gone through how many pianos today? And half of them, well, all but one, I guess technically Logic requires you to download it as well. But take you out and have to go and get something. But the actual beauty and how much you can actually fiddle with this and how much you can actually go into it without having to add on extra plugins, this, that, and the other, it's gorgeous. It's a really great user interface, really easy to use, really nice to tinker with. You can create multiple sounds with it. And yes, don't get me wrong, we can get some more fancy stuff out of this if we want. We can go pick on the Pancake Core, I don't know, and load that up there. But have you actually opened up Logic's electric piano section? Do they have an electric piano section? They definitely have a piano section. And if we actually type in electric, you can see how many different electric pianos they have right there at your disposal. And you're wanting to go and buy some? Don't get me wrong, I've got paid ones that come with packages I've ended up buying for reasons I won't go into in this video. But need I say more? Sample of the week, classic electric piano. Have fun with it, explore, look at the other ones as well. Don't get me wrong, I love Labs, I love Sign Factory, I love all these samples. But out of all of those, which one to you steals the cake? I know, at least for me, it's the classic electric piano. And we're going to leave that video there. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.